Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. That's what I was thinking yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, and I'm just like, it's already rough.
Yeah.
It's already a tough one.
Hopefully it gets better. I mean, it's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, we're almost on vacation again for the, I think, 18th time this week? This 3-4 months?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
20th.
Oh, okay. See, I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Saturday and Sunday went really slow for me, which is awesome because I was supposed to work those days, but I took off.
Yeah.
So, usually my days off go fucking fast. But Saturday and Sunday went really, really slow, and I was able to relax and just get ready for my new position because I know it's going to be a lot busier than...
Doggy style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I get my promotions at work.
Oh, I bet.
I hate you.
Oh. No, that's cool. That's very cool.
I can't imagine you because you're stressed out as fuck right now.
And I don't know why. Well, I feel like I kind of know why. But I mean, it's just like so much. Like I have work, and I have like this new business opportunity. Then I have the dancing. Then I have my projects for like a movie that I want to make.
For someone that talks about taking one step at a time and worry about one thing, even though you have a plethora of things, you get really overwhelmed, huh? With a lot of things to do.
Like,
not because I don't know, but do you?
Not like
question.
Not like all the time. Like,
okay.
It seems like I'm able to shut it off for a long period of time, meaning like a week or two, and then when I stop to think about it, that's whenever it starts like bugging, and like then that's whenever like it's either stressful or like small things start annoying me more. Like I get like my patience kind of like runs thin, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I try to live by the code, you know, and like take it step by step, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, because everyone's busy, so it's like, who am I to like complain that I'm busy? I mean, fuck. Sometimes if like it gets to you.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, I never have a lot of shit on my plate like that. Like all your projects, but so I don't know. Not yet, anyways.
I mean, yeah, it'll get there.
Yeah.
I think if you slowly start introducing yourself to it, but I mean, you kind of do though. You got your work, moving up in a new position.
Yeah.
And you got your basketball thing, which
I haven't really started.
You're gonna start soon.
Yes.
And we have the podcast. You have a girlfriend to take care of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like
I have puppies now.
Puppies.
A dog. 3 kids. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't take care of those. I'm just kidding.
Your dog doesn't even take care of those.
No, I was talking about my 3 kids. I'm just kidding. I have kids.
Who knows how many I might have out there running around.
That one's short. That one's probably Oscar's. I'm just kidding.
Short
Let me see
stocky.
your eyelashes.
Motherfucker. I knew I should have told you.
I noticed that the first time our podcast we were talking, and I wasn't like staring at your eyelashes like, what the fuck? But I had noticed that they're like that, and then you told me that dude at work talks about him, and that shit made me laugh. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw his eyelashes. They're fucking.
I curled them. I curled them for Gender Bender Day in high school. I had them curl them and pinch my fucking eyelid. Yeah. I don't know how girls do that, but yeah,
that shit while driving.
Right?
Probably why they hit a lot of shit, but I'm just kidding. Calm down.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get to what we're gonna talk about, because you brought something up cool last week, which I really like. Your brother Clovis brought it up about competition, having some competition to get you going.
Oh yeah.
And it was funny too, because like yesterday when I was at the gym, I had this chip on my shoulder. I don't know, I was pissed because I get in there and these 2 dudes are benching. And I don't know how long they've been working out for. I don't care. When I saw the weight on there, I was like, fuck, now you're gonna make me do that. And more.
Yeah. So let me tell everyone what we're talking about. Because I don't think... I said it after the podcast.
Okay.
So, my little brother, Clovis, flips. He does a bunch of cool flips, just like parkour, free running, all that shit. And I smoke e-cigs, and I try doing smoke tricks, and I think I've said it before on here that I want to start my own YouTube channel. But right now I'm still in the learning process of tricks. I can still do some, but not enough to start a YouTube channel. And I was doing some tricks, and I was getting frustrated and my little brothers are watching me. And I kept telling him, dude, I see it on YouTube, and it looks super easy, but I can't do it right now. And then I'll almost get it, and I just won't after a while, you know what I mean? So he told me, he said, you know what you need? I said, what? Like, what, are you going to tell me what I need, Clovis?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, you need someone. You need someone.
Little 14-year-old. What are you going to teach me?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much exactly what I thought. But he said, you need someone that does smoke tricks. Also, you need a friend that does smoke tricks. And I said, why? What's the purpose in that? And he said, well, it's the same reason I want someone that can flip and stuff, so they can bring the better out of me, pretty much. Like, if I had someone that did smoke tricks with me, it would be a competition. Oh, he can do that, I gotta do that. And then we're both just making each other better through friendly competition.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that was the smartest thing you've ever said. You say a lot of dumb shit.
It's so funny because the way he talks, if like you guys ever get to hear him talk, he talks like
we call him a stoner.
Yeah, because he talks like
he just
like he's from Cali.
Yeah.
Like at heart. Like
yeah. He's just a dumb kid. I'm just kidding. He's not. But yeah, he said that, and I was like, damn, dude, that's exactly what we need.
Yeah. So, and I got to experience a little bit of that in the gym because, I mean, recently I haven't had anything to like work toward besides just like the benching 315 that I've been wanting to do. And nothing really pushes me except for my own drive, you know? And sometimes that runs a little dry. You know, you don't have it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, when I went and I saw those two dudes, you know, benching as much as me, and having never seen them before, they look kind of like new. I got like a little fire under me. I was like, you know what? Man, fuck these guys. I need to step it up.
Yeah.
So I caught up to them, you know, started repping out, and then like it felt like it was really fun. But at the same time, it like drove me to this angry spot too, where it's like, you know, you're better than that, you know.
That's not a bad thing either.
I don't
because
think it
it
is.
makes you better.
Yeah,
than that.
It's like driving from the inner fires of like your soul.
It takes out your real you. Because if you're there by yourself, you're just gonna do what you can. You might put a little bit more on there and just do a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll never push yourself like someone can push you, without them even knowing.
Yeah, it wasn't anyway malicious.
Yeah,
they were just trying to get it lifted, you know?
Yeah.
Just two buddies.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude, you got this. It's all you. This is oh, give me your hand. Just give me your hand. Like, this is all you, dude. This is all you.
Yeah. And you're all, fuck these guys.
I'm just like, I had no spotter. I was like, fuck these guys. You guys are lifting heavier than I am.
It's a good thing I never go lift because people like,
dude,
come on.
We need to get you to the gym.
I know, I really do.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, I've kind of been practicing with this new position because I'm constantly squatting. I'm constantly pushing heavy objects around. I'm walking constantly.
Man. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And I do extra because I'm trying to get in shape, and that shit shows you that you're not in shape at all. Because I'm running up and down fucking stairs all day. Fucking, there's a bunch of shit.
Well, dude, even like normal shit that I do, I still feel like I'm not up to par with it.
Yeah.
So like I'll go and like lift the box. I'm like, that box should not have been as heavy as it was.
Yeah.
You know, like I lift, this isn't. So that always puts me in check, you know.
Yeah.
But it's It's funny that you mentioned that too, because like, oh my goodness,
Jesus Christ.
in you want to answer that?
No, that's okay.
Okay. Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Forgot to put this on silent.
In a work situation, and this is how I kind of like jumped from being just a server to a bartender, and how I feel like if I were to keep doing this kind of stuff, I'd keep jumping, and like that's just the mentality that we have. But it's because we're always kind of like in competition with other people.
Yeah.
And like for me, I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it, and I could probably do it better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I don't think it's an arrogant way to think.
No, definitely not.
Because it's what makes you better, I feel, you know. So yeah, because I mean, you don't want to stay stuck where you are.
Yeah.
And even if you do like stay in a certain position, you can always be better than, you know,
the best in that position.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have someone there to push you.
For sure, definitely. And that goes with everything. Work, sports,
school,
everything. There's always that person that's, like they say, there's always that person that's bigger, better, and badder than you are.
Did you ever have like a friendly competitor that you always like, that you were friends with, that you were cool with, but he's like
in basketball, we're not friends anymore, but we'll just call him David. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll call him David.
Okay.
He was we started playing basketball, and we started playing basketball at school, and he was a little dude. He was tiny. He was super good. Shot threes like no one I've ever seen. And I told him, hey, bro, you should come play with me at where I play basketball on the team. He was like, nah, I'm going to try for Los Unis. I was like, all right, whatever. Well, he didn't end up trying for Los Unis. He just signed up with us. And he was super good. And then he started getting a little bit taller. And we would go to the gym every day in practice. So his handles got a lot better. So he was I'm not going to say he was better than me or as good as me. He was a little bit under me, but he still gave me enough competition to make myself better. Yeah. And I was that for him too. I was the person that pushed him so he can get as good as he got when he was done playing basketball.
It's like a cool, like, elastic relationship where it's like you get some, I get some. It's like and you just kind of keep progressing forward.
Exactly, I like that. It was cool. I
find it harder, the higher that you move up, the harder it is to find those people.
Definitely, yeah.
And then I don't want to keep going back to that whole small town. It's like everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like anything that you do, it's like there's a level where like people stop trying.
Yeah.
And like you stop trying too. It's just like the whole crab story that I told you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did I mention that?
Mm-hmm. On the podcast.
Okay. I don't want to repeat it. I mean, if you guys want to hear it again, raise your hands. Oh, okay. So there's a story about the crabs. Whenever they put them in buckets, if a crab tries to get out, the rest of them pull them down.
No way.
Dude, it's crazy.
Bro,
man.
I've never heard that before.
Anyways. Yeah. No, it's pretty tight. Just always, like, learning. And then also, like, learning stuff from, like, other people that are, like, more experienced than you. Because they want you to be on their level. So they can still compete with you.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I've done it, and I also have been done it too. Have it done to me.
Yeah, there you go.
That
sounds much better.
I went to school, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like having that one friend is a good thing, but also having multiple competitors is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because you can have, let's just use basketball, for instance, because I can't think of really anything else right now.
I know. All I can think of are lifting.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's such a meathead.
Yeah. No, kind of, but anyways. So you have that one friend that you constantly go back and forth with, but after a while, you know everything he does, and he knows everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have multiple competitors that are just as good, maybe a little bit less, maybe even a little bit more, you learn a lot more and different styles of how people do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just in case you take it out on a real court with multiple people, you already know how 7 different types of games are. Yeah. Other than that, your friend.
Yeah.
Because nobody else is going to play like your friend does.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So having that one friend to practice with is always good. But if you can, have multiple.
Diversify yourself.
Yeah.
So I see that too in lifting. Because I always lift with Chris, right? And, even though he is bigger and we moderate our, like, lifting styles, like, we still know each other's routine and we know, like, where to push each other.
Yeah.
But the competitive aspect of it is kind of, like, lost between the huge gap of size. I mean, he's,
6'12".
6 foot, yeah. he's super strong.
Yeah.
So then, like, the competitive aspect comes in, like, differently, where, like, I can lose weight and gain muscle faster than he can.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just raw strength. So, like, we compete in that aspect, kind of. But, I mean, we already know where our limits are. So we don't push him that much.
Yeah.
On the other hand, there's a buddy of mine that his name is Joe, and he introduced me to the bodybuilding competition in July. So he told me, I told him, I'm like, I kind of want to compete. I want to do something, like work for something, work towards something, kind of have that competitive edge again.
Yeah.
And he told me, he's like, dude, let's compete in July. Let's bodybuild. Because he does it all the time. I was like, yeah. And the guy is about a little shorter than I am. Dude, he's stacked, bro. And it's off season. So, but he's ripped still. He looks good. I'm like, God. So, like, that's another, like...
Man crush or what?
Kind of. I mean, sometimes I'll touch his back when he's in that. I'm like, Jesus, what muscle is that?
You're sick.
So, dude, it's my ass. Please get up.
That's my ass. What muscle's that? That's my cheeks.
Those are my cheeks. No, but yeah. So then, it's gonna be cool to adjust to that kind of competition, because I'll be competing in his weight class. Our weight classes are the same.
So that'll give you some sick competition.
Yeah. Plus, and this is where it goes back to that. They give you some. That way they can see if you can hang.
Definitely.
So that's gonna be.
You prove you can.
No, absolutely.
We're
gonna push each other.
That's dope.
So in July, or close to July, my face is gonna sink in. I'm gonna be tan and built.
Tan and built. How much tanner can you get? Not tanner like white.
Tanner. It could be a gold color.
Ooh, you're gonna be a bronze god,
I'm gonna be
bro.
a bronze god. I'm gonna be like those statues. I'm actually gonna put a picture of Hercules and then myself.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it'll be the same.
And then put Hitler and then like me.
Why?
Not like I worship Hitler.
I'm gonna Photoshop you into the cap. That's so fucked up.
That is fucked up. I'm sorry. That's not a laughing matter.
It's funny because of you.
Funny, yes. I'm joking about myself, not any of that.
Yeah.
So calm down, everyone.
Let's stop.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I can't remember what it was because I brought up Hitler.
Yeah. He ruins everything.
He really does. He was a genius, though.
Honestly, he was. Not to say what he did wasn't bad. It was horrible. But
it was horrible. But
the way he utilized his personality, his charisma. I said that so weird. Charisma. And his authority is just...
How he ran everything was fucking
like
nuts
top
to a
notch.
T.
Yeah.
It was genius how he did everything.
Yeah.
It was bullshit that someone as evil as him had.
Well, imagine how much good we could do in the world if we just used
that for good.
The steps, yeah.
Yeah.
The steps he did, but for good.
Imagine if he was... Just think about this. I don't know. This is just me shooting something off the dome.
Okay.
What if he was, like, super good, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the best... Before any of this happened.
Uh-huh.
He was super good, and he knew that he had these strengths, and he was going to take it somewhere and just be a great leader.
Yeah.
And then he started getting more and more power. Then he's like, you know what? Fuck that. I know what I can do. And I'm going to destroy this whole fucking race right now. Because I can. And because I hate them. You know what I mean?
Isn't that what he did? What was the question? To do good
What if he was good and then just all the power he had made him evil?
Oh,
You know what I
saying
mean?
you're saying does power lead to evil? I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I don't think that you get to that position of power unless, well, I mean, he fucking did.
Yeah.
There's got to be, because I mean, there's good people out there, dude. Right.
For sure, for sure.
And
Definitely.
I haven't, I mean, you see this in movies where that happens, but I haven't seen a real world, like.
That's true.
You know, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi.
Yeah.
You know, Abraham Lincoln. These people had mass followings, all for the better, all for good, and they used it to, you know, change the world for the good.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about all those guys. I didn't think about all the good ones.
Oh yeah, no.
Jesus,
the world is so bad.
No.
Yeah, no. So, no, you could absolutely do it. It would be interesting to see like somebody in our day and age, like right now, to be able to have the power that he did back then, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you could rally countries together. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm not a history buff, but Hitler started at the demise of Germany. So as soon as Germany started declining, that's whenever he swooped in, whenever the country actually broke apart. So that's whenever he swooped in, introduced fascism, became their leader, gave false hope that they were going to be a great country, right?
Yeah.
But
huh,
used it for evil. Right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely use it for fucking evil.
I have to keep iterating that
because of what I said. Yeah. Anyways, back to the whole competition thing. I don't know how the fuck we started talking about Hitler.
I feel like you could compete with that aspect. Like, if you go back in history, you could be like, well, that dude had so-and-so, and I could be better than that. Well, I mean, not like that, but, you know. It's like, I could do better. Be better. Do something. Be something. Tech Nine song.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard that one.
I don't know how it goes.
Who's that? I'm just kidding.
Who's that? E-Bar!
Oh my god.
Evil brain, angel heart. I'm about to drop some verses.
Anyways. Yeah, competitions. Competitions are good.
Oh, dude, so check this out. So, it's just a funny anecdote about competitive thing. I had a Christmas party for Applebee's, and I was over there, and it was a small thing because, I mean, people didn't show up, but, like, there's, like, about 10 of us.
That's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, one of the managers had held these cool little games, and it was, like, a little competitive. It was kind of fun, but they were, like, weird ones. So, like, it started off with, like, one where you take a paper plate, and she tells you to draw stuff on it.
Okay.
And whoever gets, like, the points wins, right?
Yeah.
So, it's like the tree has to be touching the floor, and if it is, you get a point. Or if your decorations are on the tree, you get 2 points for every decoration. Anyway, it was really fun. So, that was the first one. So it started off nice, and then we started playing really competitive games. Like, there was one where you stood across from each other on these chairs, and there's tinsel, like, on the chairs, and you drop candy canes, and the candy canes had to stick. It had to hang there. So we played that one, and then there's another one where you had to blow these cards, these cards onto the edge of the table and have them, like, fall and like stick onto the table.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another one where you had these balloons and you had to pop them all with these gloves, right? So this is where the story starts.
Okay.
Because this was this was the first game. I was like, fuck it, I'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just having fun. I was like, you know, let's do it. So then I grab the balloons. They're pretty hard to crush this way, but I realized once you pull on them, It's easy, right? But then I thought, well, that kind of ruins the game because I'll just pop all of them. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, it's not fun. It's not competitive. It's just
And
a
then
stupid
they
ass
started
game.
beating you?
Well, here's the thing. After I was done, one of the other girls, she's super competitive. So as soon as she saw me do it, she's like, "Oh, I want to play." So they time it for a minute. Dude, there's like 20 plus balloons, dude. She fucking... Do you remember that scene in the Transformers where Megatron takes Jazz and fucking rips him apart?
Yeah.
Dude, that was her. She fucking takes the balloons. Dude, she destroys fucking like 30 balloons.
That's why you stay competitive.
Well, yeah.
People are competitive.
And I didn't want to be because I am a competitive person by nature. And as soon as she did that, my ears got red. And I got super pissed. I was like, this is supposed to be a Christmas party. What are you doing?
Hell no, I don't give a shit. Yeah, family events? Bro, you better know that I'm coming in 100%. Ain't no slacking. I'm winning this game.
See,
no matter what.
We had a conversation about this at the gas station, about that competitive aspect, where it's like, I feel like I lost it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just because I don't want to be seen that way, you know?
Why?
Because I don't want to be the guy that steps on people.
No, you don't have to.
But I feel like that's how I win.
How? No.
It's by destroying.
If you're pushing the other people out of the way from
I want to
the
be the Hitler of
no,
games.
You're not. Jesus.
I want to fucking destroy them.
If you put them in concentration camps to win, then yes, you are the Hitler.
Do anything to win.
No.
This took a dark turn.
You know the most competitive game there is?
Monopoly.
Musical chairs.
Yeah, I got juice in my mouth.
Oh yeah, careful, it does that sometimes. If you go,
that's what she said.
You suck it all up.
I'm sorry, I'm new at this.
This is simple. That's all you need. There you go. That's good enough right there. Before you use all my juice in that one hit.
Anyways, musical chairs.
Yeah, musical chairs is to me one of the most competitive things.
We need to play.
Anyone can ever play.
We need to play because I like musical chairs. That's one of the games I'll be competitive in.
I'm move chairs.
Deck somebody.
Yeah, I move chairs. I throw my body into people. Like I want that last chair.
You box them out.
Yeah,
you go around. You like.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of switch a chair every once in a while, just in case.
And whenever they go to sit down, you pull the chair from under them.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a motherfucker.
No, seriously.
Just to win.
I'm so competitive. So competitive.
So if you were to do this in like a business aspect, what would be
still doing that.
What would be the equivalent of pulling the chair out from somebody?
You're stepping on people's toes.
Exactly.
No.
Okay.
You just try harder than the rest of them. You take different paths that no one thought to take.
Be relentless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
You don't let other people slow you down.
Even little kids, you're like, stiff arm!
Yeah,
out the way!
Trip them. They can't get on a chair if they're laying on the floor. Yeah, no. But for real, I'm very competitive. Very, very competitive.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You never tell by talking to me.
Based on our conversations. But, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, for real, though.
See? Case in point.
Yeah.
Podcast over.
But it's so broken down. Hey, it's so broken down. But I guess that's just the way it is when you sell your side of this.
Yeah. She wants to compete. Let's do it. So it was super fun because I kicked her ass every time.
I love that.
And then so that in and of itself was like, kind of like a cool like.
Yeah, because you kicked your girl's ass.
Yeah.
Such a dick.
That's gonna be the title of this podcast. Kick
Oscar.
girls' asses. No, it's do anything to win.
Yeah. Even if it means beating a girl's ass.
Even if it means beating a girl's ass.